Hey, this is Danny, the Butterfly Queen, and I watch the shows so that you don't have to, and come back and recap and review them in 15 minutes. Season 6, Episode 12, A Final Power Move. We back, Netflix series, The Circle. Let's get into it, y'all. Okay, so they start off, Miles is having a private message with Lauren. And Lauren is telling him, okay, no. Lauren is talking to, was that Miles? I was talking to Lauren, right? And Lauren was telling him that what Jordan had said about her being two-faced or whatever. And, of course, she finally admitted to Miles that it was Jordan. And so Miles, he got all fake mad and went to kicking them folk tables over real slowly. I digress. So Miles is mad. Miles is like, let me call up Tres Fuego, which is what I said last video. Like, he should have been went to them. Like, QT should have went to them and let them know what was going on with Jordan. Not everybody's behind the ball trying to find out what Jordan doing. So everybody is finding out what Jordan is doing one by one, when she could have just made one message and told everybody about what Jordan was doing. So now they catching up and figuring out what Jordan is really up to. So because of how could I say this? Because of, I guess, the way Jordan's brain works, he feels like if you can't beat him, join them, and if you can't deceive them, direct message them and tell them direct lies. Listen, the word like that. So he messages QT and he's kicking her everything but dust. Like, I'm gonna rate you number one, you're gonna be my number one, I'm gonna follow you in everything you told me to say, and I'm gonna put Miles last and not you, because I've never had a problem with you. I love you. I've had so much respect for you. You're the best player in the world. Just lying to the girl. And, you can tell that she likes the attention, but she also was like, I wish I could trust you. Like, I wish I could trust anything you're saying, because what you're saying makes a whole lot of sense, but I know I can't trust you. So at this point, you're just talking. So they make a little slight backhanded deal that I'm really hoping she's not putting more than about a nickel worth of trust in, because he can't be trusted. So they went on by and they talked for a little while. She was like, listen, I'm gonna keep my dogs off you, but you got to do what I tell you to do. He was like, I'll swear on everything. I'll tell you anything you want to hear. Completely lying to the girl. Now they're fixing to get messages from home, because they're halfway, almost done. I mean, I think there's like 1 or 2 more episodes. So they're almost done. So they're getting messages from home. Lauren gets a message from her sister, Ash. I wonder what ethnicity is Lauren. I thought she was like Italian, with her hair and kind of her vernacular, but I don't know. She's got some kind of fuego, some kind of spicy, like a spicy Mamma Mia, I guess. I don't know. I wonder what ethnicity is she. Her sister didn't seem like her vibe, but yeah, she got to speak to her sister Ashley. And Jordan got a black boyfriend. His name is Josh. He sent him a message, and Josh is very, very cute. QT's mama and sister sent her a message. First of all, her mama was what a black mama is to a black daughter who's out there doing her thing. Baby, the positive affirmations was gone. Baby, mama said you won the game when you walked in the door. This game was made for you. You helped me through my hard time. Now it's time for you to focus on you and go live your life, baby girl. You are it. You are beautiful. You are talented. You are important. Honey, she came on with the come on, honey. That is what a black mother does to a black daughter, honey. I mean, the sad part is her mom was getting all into her spiel, honey. I was getting hyped, finna put on some clothes and get cute, honey, because mama had done empowered her baby. And she had done stood up too. Like, mama made you want to go and make a power move, honey. Yeah, I loved it. Aunt Jen came to see old Miles And when he tells his story on his upbringing and his background, how he got in trouble a lot, and he didn't have anywhere to live, and his aunt had to take him in, and his uncle, and all that kind of stuff. You can so see that in him. Like, you can see that. That's where that jerk overture comes from at the beginning, and then when you get down in there, you see that he's really not as bad as you thought he was. But yeah, you can totally see this where it came from because of his upbringing and who he had to be to make it to where he is today. So, but yeah, it's really really good to see him talk about his aunt, because you can tell that his aunt means a lot to him. So it's Brandon's turn. Brandon, who's playing Olivia, had Claudia, who was the real Olivia, send him a message. Isn't that wonky? But of course, she was telling him how much she loved him. I guess she's totally down with it. Proud of him for playing her, which I think he absolutely did not have to do. But she was like, you're doing great. Your family asks about you. Everybody loves you. Yeah. So it was weird. Claudia was talking to Claudia. Brandon was talking to Claudia, and Olivia was talking to Olivia. Right. And then his mom pops on the screen, and he loses it a little bit. My mouth dropped. Moms, baby, they bring you on all the feels. And of course, for Kyle, it's his wife. And he knew it was his wife. He was like, man, I'm always on the screen. What? Who else would it be? Your granddaddy? No, it's going to be your wife. Yeah. She was cute, too. Okay. So they meet with their families and everything. It was all beautiful. They're all, wasting hours. Wasting hours again. And QT starts a Tres Fuego chat with her and the fellas or whatever. So she was immediately like, yo, Jordan got to go. They all was like, all right, mount up. Let's go get him. So, but I'm thinking to myself, like, it's really time for new players to come in. They're really not adding the new players like they've done in time past. Like, we're still trying to get Jordan out. Like, by now, the two newest players would either be out or kind of assimilating with everyone else, and Jordan's not doing either. So it's about time for some new players. They really aren't playing this season's circle like they've played the other seasons, and I'm not really sure which one I liked better. I think I liked better whether it was like new people every other day, every couple of days. New people coming in, trying to see if they fit. They don't fit, keep moving. Bring a new person in, they don't fit, keep moving. And I kind of like that way. Even when they had, catfish, or I remember one time they had, what was that boy off NSYNC was catfish one time, Lance Bass, and it was his manager. Then one time they had Spice Girls were on there. They played for 2 or 3 days. Like, I liked when they did stuff like that. They haven't done much of that this season. I wish they would kind of go back to the OG circle. They're changing things up, kind of like how Survivor's doing. Survivor's changing up a lot of the motion with the game, and I don't know if I really like that. Like, go back to OG. That's what we fell in love with, So then we see another group chat. Of course, if Trace Fuego gonna do their chat, then Jordan gonna do his too. He got Olivia and Lauren in there, and he's telling them to, of course, rate him high, and he'll get rid of Miles for them without any blood on their hands. Now, of course, Lauren is all for it because she will jump from pillar to post. Whoever smiles at her should jump and be on their side. Olivia has a little more sense. Not that she has such allegiance to Miles. I think she is protective of QT, but I think she also knows that if they shoot and don't get him, if you're going for the king, you better make sure you get him. So if they shoot and don't get him, he's going to come back and take them all out one by one. So she's trying to do this strategically and do it with a little bit of common sense. But she was dealing with Jordan, and the first thing she said was she shouldn't have even answered that chat. Like, she should have let that one go. So they come in a game, Country Hoedown. It's Country Western Fashion Show, and they send them all outfits. They look cute too. Now that's the one thing I love the most about it. When they play these games, honey, they get them folks into it. They send props and clothes, shoes, hats. All of it. I love it. And while they all dressed up in they good for nothing duds, the top rated player will become the secret super influencer. So now they gotta rate each other. While they listen to Don't Tell My Heart, My Achy Breaky Heart, honey, that's back in the day, honey. That's old school hold down. And boy, listening to them with the ratings, you really can't trust anyone. Like, how did I just get off a conversation with you saying that you will protect me and you got my back, and then you put me in 4th or 5th place? You put me in 6th place. That's not what we just talked about. Like, watching those ratings was crazy. So I am so waiting to see exactly what the ratings are going to be. The ratings are immediately back. The secret super influencer is Olivia. It was between her and Kyle. Kyle falls out and was like, I wonder what else could have done. El Stupido. That's your name in the Tres Fuego. I'm trying to figure out what were your game plans. They had no game plan but rank Jordan as last. That's all they could come together and figure out. All 3 of them voted different people as number 1. Like, what are you thinking? Like, Kyle put Olivia as number 1. I never understand their mindset when it comes down to how they rank the players. If I put this person as number 1, it'll pull me up. Why would you think it would do that? It's not strategically ranking people because you don't understand the strategy on how they rank people, how the circle ranks them. So what you need to strategically do is put your alliances up at the top. If you got more than one person voting in first place, there's no way they're going to be 5th or 6th. I just don't understand. This is the dumbest rating thing. I'm looking at the ratings. I'm listening to the people tell their reason as to why they're putting people in certain places. Corey Tyler put Miles as like 4th. Listen, if you that mad at Miles for getting Olivia a gift, you need to sit him down and talk to him, honey. Because at this point, they're not even sweet on each other anymore. This man had done DoorDash her some food. They're not even sweet on each other anymore. Now, Miles' main concern is Jordan, because Jordan is like actively trying to get him off the show. But my thing is, y'all, honey. And of course, they left it off with a cliffhanger, so we don't know who Olivia actually sent home. And I think it's like the last blocking before the finale, because there's only one episode left. I don't know. I do feel like they did not have enough people this season. I don't think they added enough people. They didn't add enough twists in the game. It was just really straightforward, and really just like the mess that went on when Jordan got there kind of just overtook the whole season. Like the messy, quote-unquote, strategic play of it took over the whole season. And I really hope they reconsider doing that like that again next season. I really hope it comes back, and I really hope they do it like the old way. I mean, I like the old way. I like when they have, professional people come in. They have people that you don't expect come in. They have gameplay that you don't expect to come in. But yeah. So we don't know. Don't know who she picked. The way she was talking, it kind of sounded like she was going to send QT home. And I tell you what, as a player, as a game player, as someone who loves the game, the smartest thing for her to do is take QT out, because QT would potentially beat her. But just because I like QT and I want her there with her black excellence and her pretty hair, and her big pretty smile, I want her to win. Like, I just feel like it's her game to win. But she did not do enough to keep even the ones who weren't in her alliance happy enough with her. Like, she was always cool and checking on her alliance, but for the ones who weren't her alliance, she was saying that they didn't exist or even matter. And you can't do that. You still got to check in with the peasants and the people that you don't deal with. Because ultimately, they're going to be the ones who are going to be like, okay, so why should I give her my vote, or why should I vote her a certain way? She don't deal with us. She don't talk to us. So why does it matter? You see, then you got to explain why you ain't talked to a whole set of people. So I think she kind of dropped the ball with that play, with that whole sector, not dealing with the people, and not checking on and making a deal with the ones who weren't in her sect and her group and with her friends. But yeah, so I guess we'll see next week who they pick. So like, comment, jump down in the comments, meet me in the comments, let's talk about it. Tell me what you think she should have done. Tell me who you think he's gonna send home. Love you.